My beloved child, listen carefully, because what I am about to reveal is not coincidence, not imagination, and not a random promise. A powerful shift has already been set in motion around you, and the signs are deliberately hidden so only the chosen will feel them first. A name you have seen on screens, a face the world recognizes, a presence surrounded by influence and attention, their path has quietly begun bending toward yours. This is not admiration from afar, this is alignment. Your life is standing at the edge of a moment that will change how others see you, and how you see yourself. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 111. A hush has fallen behind the scenes where decisions are made, and your name has already been spoken in rooms you've never entered. This connection is not accidental, it carries purpose, timing, and a test of readiness. The celebrity energy approaching you is drawn by something rare you carry, authenticity under pressure. While others chase noise, you stayed grounded, and that is exactly why destiny is now accelerating. Watch the sudden messages, the unexpected introductions, the feeling that time itself is speeding up. These are signals, not distractions. Do not doubt this pull, it is precise, deliberate, and closer than you think. Amen. 222. Before the world notices, you will feel it first, a subtle confirmation that your ordinary days are ending. This arrival is meant to elevate, protect, and open a door that once felt unreachable. Stay alert, stay calm, and do not explain yourself to anyone yet. Let the silence work in your favor. When this connection reveals itself, it will feel shocking, familiar, and undeniable all at once. Hold steady, because what steps toward you next will redefine your future narrative. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 333. A quiet realization is about to hit you, and when it does, your heartbeat will change rhythm. The energy surrounding you right now is not random, it is preparation. The high-profile presence moving toward you has already noticed something unusual in your journey, something the world overlooked but destiny did not. This connection is not about fame alone, it is about impact. When paths like these cross, lives are redefined, reputations shift, and futures rewrite themselves in silence before they explode into visibility. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 444. There will be a moment very soon when you feel compelled to pause this video, not because you're bored, but because the truth feels too heavy to absorb all at once. That is your signal. Stay here. Stay aware. Let this message settle deep, because when people feel this resonance, it's a sign they are aligned with what's coming. If this revelation is stirring something inside you, let your presence be known, your energy matters in this moment. Those who recognize the weight of this message are not here by chance. Amen. 555. What unfolds next will not ask for permission. It will arrive suddenly, confidently, and with purpose. When this connection manifests, others will question how it happened so fast. But you will know it was always building. Stay engaged, stay grounded, and stay connected to this channel of truth, because what is unfolding is only the beginning. Your future is stepping forward now, and it does not plan to wait. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 666. The silence around you is intentional, because destiny is rearranging pieces that cannot be rushed. Right now, forces you cannot see are protecting this moment from interference. The high-profile figure moving closer to your life is being delayed only to ensure precision, not denial. This is the stage where patience becomes power. If you felt unusually calm yet restless at the same time, that inner conflict is proof that alignment is locking in. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 777. You may notice subtle changes, people treating you differently, opportunities appearing without effort, familiar routines suddenly feeling too small. That is because your frequency is shifting upward. The connection approaching you does not arrive empty-handed, it brings influence, exposure, and a turning point that cannot be reversed. This is not luck. This is recognition finding its rightful place. Stay humble, stay observant, and trust what you feel more than what you hear. Amen. 888. Do not rush to announce anything. The most powerful transitions happen quietly before they become visible. When this moment reveals itself, it will feel surreal, like stepping into a scene you once imagined but never expected to live. Breathe through it. You are ready, even if doubt whispers otherwise. The door is already opening, and once it does, there is no returning to who you were before. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 999. A sudden clarity is forming inside you, and it will not be ignored. This is the phase where destiny checks your readiness, not with noise, but with focus. The high-profile presence connected to your future is watching patterns, not appearances. Every time you choose awareness over distraction, you move closer. If this message feels heavy, meaningful, or impossible to forget, that reaction itself is confirmation. Let your awareness stay active, let your voice stay engaged, and let your attention remain here. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 1111. There is power in alignment, and alignment grows stronger when energy meets energy. Those who feel called during this moment are meant to respond, not remain silent. Your presence matters more than you realize right now. When you interact with this moment, when you consciously stay connected, you strengthen the signal that is guiding what's coming toward you. This is not about noise, it's about participation in destiny. Stay connected, stay involved, and let this moment recognize you. Amen. 2222. What is approaching will arrive with authority and certainty. There will be no confusion when it happens, only recognition. This chapter is locking in, and the next revelation will move faster than you expect. Hold your ground, protect your focus, and remain connected to this unfolding message, because once the door opens, it opens fully. Your life is about to be seen differently, and so are you. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 3333. An invisible countdown has already begun, and even though no one around you can see it, you can feel the pressure of time tightening. This is not anxiety, it is anticipation. The high-profile energy moving toward you is now in the final phase of alignment, where intention becomes action. What once felt distant is suddenly drawing near, and the universe is making sure you are emotionally prepared before the reveal. Stay steady. This moment favors those who can remain calm while something extraordinary forms in silence. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 4444. You may notice your intuition sharpening, dreams becoming clearer, thoughts repeating with unusual intensity, and a strong sense that certain paths no longer belong to you. That is separation before elevation. The connection approaching you does not fit into your old life, it requires a new version of you to receive it fully. Trust the discomfort. It is not loss, it is space being created for something far greater. Amen. 5555. Very soon, a single interaction will confirm everything you've been sensing. It may look ordinary to others, but to you it will feel undeniable, like recognition meeting recognition. Do not rush the moment or question its timing. Let it unfold naturally, because when it does, it will seal this chapter and open the next with force and clarity. Your life is already shifting, quietly, powerfully, permanently. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 6666. A moment of confirmation is approaching, and it will arrive when you least expect it, but exactly when you are ready. This phase is about trust. The high-profile presence aligned with your path is now closer than ever, and the final barriers are dissolving. You may feel an unexplainable pull to be more present, more alert, more aware of your surroundings. That pull is guidance. Do not ignore it. What is moving toward you recognizes your resilience and your quiet strength. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 7777. The universe often tests silence before revelation. Right now, restraint is your power. Not everyone needs to know what you feel or sense. Protect this energy. The connection forming is sensitive, intentional, and meant to unfold without interference. If you've noticed sudden respect from unexpected places or attention without effort, understand this. Recognition has already begun, even if the source remains hidden. Amen. 8888. When this chapter turns, it will turn fast. There will be no gradual easing into it, only a clear shift from waiting to living. Your role is not to chase, but to receive with clarity and confidence. Stay grounded, stay observant, and let this moment come to you fully formed. What enters your life next carries weight, influence, and lasting change. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 9999. A powerful shift is locking into place right now, and the intensity you feel is not accidental. This is the stage where destiny removes doubt and replaces it with certainty. The high-profile presence aligned with your life is no longer observing from a distance, the awareness has turned personal. There is something about your energy that cannot be ignored, something that cuts through fame, status, and noise. Stay centered, because this recognition is precise, not impulsive. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 1010. You may feel a strange mix of confidence and humility rising together. That balance is important. This connection does not come to overpower you, but to meet you on equal ground. The universe is ensuring that when paths cross, there is mutual respect, not imbalance. Pay attention to the subtle confirmations, repeated signs, familiar numbers, and moments that feel paused in time. These are not coincidences, they are alignment markers. Amen. 2020. Very soon, the waiting will end in a way that feels sudden yet destined. There will be no need for explanations or validation, the truth will stand on its own. When this moment arrives, you will realize that every delay, every test, and every quiet stretch was necessary. Hold your composure, trust your readiness, and let what's meant for you arrive without resistance. Your next chapter is stepping forward now. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 3030. An unexpected opening is forming ahead of you, and it will feel almost unreal when it appears. This is the moment where destiny stops whispering and starts moving. The high-profile presence connected to your path is no longer delayed by circumstances, timing is now cooperating. You may sense a sudden calm, like the air before a powerful change. That calm is not emptiness, it is certainty settling in. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 4040. You are being guided to remain observant rather than reactive. Watch how situations rearrange themselves in your favor without effort. This connection is approaching through alignment, not force. The universe is ensuring that when the meeting happens, directly or indirectly, it feels natural, respectful, and undeniable. Trust this flow. The more composed you remain, the clearer the outcome becomes. Amen. 5050. When this phase completes, you will look back and realize how perfectly everything lined up. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was late. This arrival will confirm your intuition and silence every doubt you once carried. Stay present, stay grounded, and allow the moment to reveal itself fully. Your life is already stepping into a higher chapter. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 6060. A defining moment is approaching fast, and the weight of it may already be pressing against your thoughts. This is not pressure meant to break you, it is focus sharpening you. The high-profile presence aligned with your destiny is now within reach of your reality, and the universe is narrowing the distance with precision. You may feel drawn to change routines, rethink priorities, or step back from unnecessary noise. That instinct is correct. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 7070. This phase demands clarity over emotion. When influence and attention approach, balance becomes protection. The connection forming is meant to elevate, not distract. You are being prepared to stand firm in your identity while something powerful enters your life. Notice how confidence is replacing hesitation. Notice how certainty is replacing fear. These shifts are signs that you are ready to be seen in a new light. Amen. 8080. Soon, a single moment will act as the turning key, small in appearance, massive in impact. Others may overlook it, but you will recognize it instantly. Do not second-guess that recognition. Let it anchor you. What follows will move faster than expected, and your role will be to remain composed while doors open naturally. The waiting is ending, and the next chapter is unavoidable. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 9090. A moment of arrival is drawing near, and the stillness you feel is the calm before something undeniable steps into view. This is the point where preparation meets purpose. The high-profile presence connected to your path is no longer moving through signs alone, action is now unfolding. You may feel a heightened awareness, as if your surroundings are speaking louder than usual. Listen. This sensitivity is not weakness, it is alignment. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 10,101. At this stage, composure becomes your greatest strength. Influence respects those who remain steady under anticipation. The connection approaching you will not come with chaos, but with clarity. When it manifests, it will feel natural, as if it was always meant to happen this way. Release the urge to predict every detail. Trust the structure forming beneath the surface. You are positioned exactly where you need to be. Amen. 11,111. Very soon, what was once hidden will become visible without effort. You will not need to chase confirmation, it will arrive on its own terms. When that happens, remain grounded and present. This is not the end of the journey, but the beginning of a chapter that reshapes how your future unfolds. Stand ready, stay centered, and allow destiny to complete what it started. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 12,121. A final alignment is taking shape right now, and the intensity of this moment cannot be overstated. This is where everything you sensed without proof begins to solidify. The high-profile presence connected to your destiny is no longer approaching in theory, it is approaching in reality. You may feel an unusual sense of seriousness, as if your inner self knows something important is about to happen. Trust that awareness. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 13,131. This phase asks for discipline of thought. Doubt has no role here. The universe does not bring powerful connections into unprepared lives. You have already been tested through patience, restraint, and silence. That is why what comes next will not overwhelm you, it will elevate you. Notice how your confidence now feels calm instead of forced. That is maturity meeting opportunity. Amen. 14,141. When this moment finally reveals itself, it will feel permanent. Not dramatic, not chaotic, just solid and undeniable. You will understand instantly that your life has crossed a line it cannot uncross. Remain present, remain respectful of the process, and allow what's destined to stand fully in front of you. The waiting is ending. The reveal is near. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 15,151. A threshold moment is unfolding quietly, and it is designed to test your steadiness, not your excitement. This is where destiny measures readiness by silence. The high-profile presence aligned with your path is now synchronized with your timing, not ahead of it, not behind it. You may feel a grounded certainty replacing anticipation. This is the signal that alignment has completed its work. Stay present. Stay composed. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 16,161. You are entering a phase where restraint amplifies power. Let action speak when the moment arrives. Until then, let awareness guide you. The connection forming respects clarity, boundaries, and authenticity. If you sense a narrowing of focus, fewer distractions, sharper priorities, that is preparation refining you. Nothing essential will be missed. Everything necessary will arrive. Amen. 17,171. The reveal ahead will feel unmistakably right, not loud, not rushed, simply true. When it happens, you will recognize it as the result of every patient step you took without applause. Hold your center. Accept what presents itself with confidence and grace. This chapter seals the transition you've been sensing all along. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 18,181. A decisive shift is now unavoidable, and the gravity of this moment is settling into your awareness. This is the stage where destiny no longer tests, it delivers. The high-profile presence aligned with your path has crossed an internal line of certainty, and intention is becoming movement. You may sense a calm authority within yourself, as if you already know how to stand when the moment arrives. Trust that knowing. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 19,191. Everything that approaches you next will recognize your boundaries before it recognizes your potential. That is intentional. Power respects structure. The connection forming is precise, respectful, and built to last, not to impress. Notice how clarity now outweighs curiosity. You are no longer asking if, you are prepared for when. This is readiness refined by patience. Amen. 20,202. When this chapter turns, it will do so cleanly. No confusion, no hesitation, only alignment confirmed. You will not need to explain your position or justify your presence. The moment will validate itself. Remain grounded, remain present, and allow what is meant for you to arrive without resistance. The next step is closer than it appears. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 21,212. A moment of undeniable recognition is forming, and it will arrive with a calm strength that leaves no room for confusion. This is where destiny completes the pattern it started long ago. The high-profile presence aligned with your life is no longer weighing possibilities, decisions have already been made. You may feel an inner stillness, like everything unnecessary has fallen away. That stillness is authority settling in. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 22,222. At this stage, nothing needs to be forced. What belongs to you moves naturally toward you. The connection approaching carries respect, clarity, and intention, not chaos. You are being met at your level, not pulled upward or pushed aside. Notice how certainty now replaces anticipation. This is not excitement, this is readiness meeting reality. Amen. 23,232. When this reveal finally unfolds, it will feel grounded, real, and irreversible. You will recognize it instantly, not because it is loud, but because it fits perfectly. Stand steady, receive without fear, and let this chapter establish itself fully in your life. What has been aligning in silence is about to stand in truth. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 24,242. A completion point is now within reach, and the calm confidence you feel is the clearest sign that you have arrived at the right moment. This is where destiny stops preparing and starts revealing. The high-profile presence aligned with your path is no longer an approaching force, it is an imminent reality. You may sense a deep inner assurance, as if nothing needs to be proven anymore. That assurance is alignment fulfilled. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 25,252. Everything you have learned about patience, restraint, and self-trust is about to serve you. The connection forming does not require performance or validation, it responds to authenticity and balance. Notice how your energy now attracts without effort. This is not coincidence, it is the result of standing firm when waiting was uncomfortable. Power recognizes power in quiet ways. Amen. 26262. When this moment fully arrives, it will mark a clear transition from anticipation to embodiment. You will step into the next phase without hesitation, because it will feel natural, like a role you were always meant to inhabit. Hold your center, honor the process, and let what is destined finalize itself. The journey has brought you exactly here. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 27272. A final seal is being placed on this chapter, and the sense of inevitability you feel is no illusion. This is the moment where destiny confirms itself without needing drama. The high-profile presence aligned with your life is no longer approaching in stages, everything is now synchronized. You may feel deeply grounded, almost unaffected by outside noise, and that calm is your greatest signal. When things are truly meant, they arrive without resistance. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 28282. Nothing from your past can interfere now. Every delay, every pause, every silent test has already done its work. The connection that is about to step fully into your life recognizes your stability, your discretion, and your strength. This is not an encounter that shakes you, it is one that stands beside you. Notice how certainty feels natural now, not forced. That is alignment completed. Amen. 29292. As this chapter closes and the next one opens, you will realize that the waiting was never empty, it was shaping you. Receive what arrives with clarity and confidence. No fear, no doubt, no hesitation. You are ready, and the moment is ready for you. Let this truth settle fully, because what steps into your life now carries lasting significance. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 30303. A new reality is now stepping into place, and the shift you feel is the confirmation you no longer need to question. This is where destiny stops unfolding in layers and stands fully revealed. The high-profile presence connected to your path is no longer an external force. It is becoming part of your lived experience. You may feel an unusual steadiness, as if nothing can shake your focus now. That steadiness is authority earned. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 31313. At this stage, everything aligns effortlessly because resistance has dissolved. You are no longer preparing, you are positioned. The connection forming around you recognizes your discretion, your clarity, and your self-respect. This is not a moment that demands reaction, it invites composure. Watch how circumstances confirm themselves without explanation. Power moves quietly when it is certain. Amen. 32323. What unfolds next will settle into your life with permanence. No rush, no spectacle, just truth establishing itself. You will know this chapter has truly begun because peace will replace anticipation. Stand present, stand confident, and let what belongs to you remain. The journey has reached its fulfillment point, and what comes next is built to last. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 33,333